Hey, Coach, thanks for taking the time today.
Thank
We'll
you.
get
Merry
started
Christmas,
here with
everybody.
we'll get started here with Bo and then Zach Berman.
Hey, Kevin. So I guess just give us a peek of what this week has been like for you preparing for the possibility to coach on Sunday. And if it is that you are the coach on Sunday, is your operating principle to like do what Nick would do or to do what you would do? You're the head coach.
This week's been pretty much the same as far as, every day to day, the duties that we have with Nick and with Shane and all the meetings we have. There's been a few things, just discussions if he's not around, but we've kind of had a lot of those discussions in the past too. So as far as the week goes, it's really been very similar. And as far as on game day, if I am the head coach, I feel like I am very similar in Nick in a lot of ways. We've had so many discussions over the years about philosophy and game management that, I really don't feel like it'll be very much different at all. And obviously, like I said, we've had so many meetings to this point. We're both very well prepared for whatever situation it is.
Go ahead, Zach, and then Mike K.
Hey, Kevin, nice to see you. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry
as
you too.
far as far as game management, what do you do to prepare for those situations? Do you go through any simulations? Have you thought about it in the past? What goes into it specifically?
We do. So I'm sure, Nick probably talked about it. We have a meeting every Thursday, and then we do it again Saturday. And we've had meetings in the off season as well. And training camp, we watch a lot of tape, and we try to watch situations of the opponent that we're about to play. And then around the league, we try to pull every situation we can find and just discuss it. Hey, what are you going to do here? What do you think there? How are we going to use timeouts? How are we going to do this if it's fourth down? Clock management in 2 minute, 4 minute. So, I feel really good about it. We've done it for a while, him and I. It's something we did in Indy. We've done it for years, and we've continued to do it since we've been here. So this week's been no different as far as that. We do our meetings like we do every week to prepare for the game.
Go ahead, Mike, and then John McMullen.
Hey, Kevin. Obviously, you have a background from Indy with Jonathan, and then you've gotten to know Shane over the last few months. How much does that experience with those guys help you with situational understanding or situational discussion in the game?
It goes a long way because when you have a relationship with a guy, you feel comfortable with him. And I've actually known Shane for a long time as well, too. When he was at the Chargers, there was a lot of guys that were crossed over between the staffs I was on and he was on. So we got to know each other pretty well. We'd see each other on the road all the time doing quarterback workouts and during draft and combine stuff. So we got to know each other pretty well then. So, you feel really comfortable. And then like Jonathan Gannon, go DB coach in Indy, and we spent a lot of time off the field too. We like to golf together, and we did it here actually in the off season a few times too. So you get comfortable with those guys and you have relationships. So you feel good working with them.
Thanks.
Go ahead, John, and then EJ.
Hey, Kevin, good to see you again. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too.
You mentioned those meetings, and Nick talked about them, the Thursday, Saturday meetings when you guys discuss all the situations. But every game's got a personality, and you guys have been through a lot of games. From your experience, how much does it change? And you say things don't go as expected, and you might have to have a bit of a different feel when the live bullets are flying, so to speak. And then just from an on-field perspective at practice, did anything change for you this week because Nick wasn't able to be there?
As far as practice, I still try to do what I usually do in practice. And obviously Nick wasn't physically here, so I had to assume some of those duties, just calling the team up and kind of giving them a quick message and relaying the schedule throughout the week and just talking to them and just kind of bringing as much energy to practice as I could and making sure everything was running smoothly. So that was kind of a little different as far as just watching the offense. It was kind of bouncing around between everybody, which was good. And then as far as everything else, it's really going through each game. Yes, they're very different, but you can usually find something that happened in your past. I'm sure Nick's talked about some of the games in the past that we've been through, him and I, about whether it's going for it on fourth down and you get a feel for, okay, this is not one of those games, or this is a game we got to go for it. We've had, him and I have been through quite a few of those in Indianapolis with Frank, obviously. We've had ones where we've gone for every fourth down against Kansas City on a Sunday night game, and then one where we've gone for them and haven't gotten them, and we have looking back. So I think you just kind of rely on your experience. And we have a great staff too, so we'll be able to talk through anything during the game and, come to a good conclusion and make a good judgment.
Go ahead, EJ, and then Martin.
Hey, Kevin. Yeah, are you sort of following up on that, the communication side of things with players this week? I mean, how has that been, and how's it been building relationships with, some of the guys that, you'll have to, talk to a lot, I imagine on Sunday?
It's been good. I kind of, from day one, I kind of like to talk to both sides of the ball, and just kind of be around the guys and get to know everybody and interact with everybody. It just makes it more fun. We're a team, so you want to know all your players. And it's been fun doing that. I try to bring as much energy as I can, whether it's meetings or on the field. And I've enjoyed that. It's a little different, so you just take it and run with it.
Martin and then Zach.
Hey, Kevin. Merry Christmas, first of all.
Thank you.
And
Merry
if
Christmas.
I could ask more of a thanks. If I could ask more of a general type question, I mean, as a passing game coordinator, how have you seen the passing game evolve? Both from the perspective of Jalen Hurts and also the receivers.
Yeah, I think we've done a good job. From the start of the season until now, it's really grown. We've kind of figured out what the guys like to do and what they're good at, from Jalen and the receivers and the tight ends and the backs. And that just coming together and growing together as a unit, that's helped tremendously. And each game's different. Every defense is different, so we have different things up from week to week. And you can kind of see, okay, against this defense, we're going to do this, and the guys grab it and run with it, and it takes off. So each game has been different for us, but I think we've grown as a unit and got more comfortable with who we are and kind of what direction we're going.
And I saw how the New Oregon coach joked about his lack of head coaching experience, that he once coached third grade basketball, right? In your background, have you ever been a head coach, whether it was a spring game, intramurals, anything like that?
Ooh, that's a good question. You know what? I'm trying to think. And at some point, I know I was I think my daughter's 5-year-old soccer team, I think I was the head coach, but, not that much. I haven't done a ton of coaching for my kids, just kind of helping out. I kind of let the coaches coach and watch from a distance. So not really, come to think of it, but I've been around a lot of great coaches and head coaches, and I've learned from a lot of great ones, from Herm Edwards. I was with Changeli forever, and Frank, obviously, more recently, and Nick, learning from him. So feel really comfortable with it.
Thank you.
All right, we'll wrap it up with John Clark.
Hey, Kevin, I was asking Nick for a timeline about possibly, when he could possibly be cleared. And he said if he gets cleared a minute before the game, he will run over there and coach. Are you prepared for just about anything on Sunday leading up to the game?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, hopefully he does. We all want him here. I mean, this is his team, so we want him here because he's worked so hard for this, and we want him to be here on game day no matter what. So hopefully he does. Yeah, but we're ready for whatever comes. We'll be ready on Sunday for whatever situation it is, and hopefully that does happen quicker so he does not have to run to the stadium. We can get him here on time, and it'll be a normal Sunday for him. Be a great Christmas present for him.
Yeah, and real quick, when all of you were hired here in Philadelphia, did you see a couple of publications or websites kind of confuse you and Nick, putting your picture there for Nick?
That frequently happens. That has happened more than a few times. So, I've kind of switched to hats currently because I was wearing visors early on. Everybody thought I was Nick. So I kind of gone away from that a little bit. But yes, that has happened. And from time to time, my kids look on the internet and they're like, hey, wait, that's Nick. No, that's Dad. But the picture says it's supposed to be Nick, but it's Dad. So yeah, it's kind of funny. It does happen frequently. I get the look every once in a while too when I go somewhere. It's happened a few times.
Good stuff. Happy holidays.
You too. Thank you. I appreciate it.